Bazzite has been popping up everywhere lately. It's Linux made for gaming, kind of like SteamOS on the Steam Deck, but for any PC. And people keep saying it might finally be good enough to ditch Windows. I've tried Linux before, but I've never fully committed to it. So this time I'm actually putting Bazzite to the test. I need three things to work: Trackmania, which I've played a couple of times, Horizon Forbidden West, which I just started, and my PS5 controller over Bluetooth, because if any of those don't work, Bazzite isn't replacing Windows for me. By the end, I'll know whether I can actually use this as my gaming PC. So let's grab a USB stick. I will be installing Bazzite distro on this USB stick from SanDisk, and it has 128 gigabytes of storage. So right now, let's just plug it into this computer. And now let's open up Helium browser and let's search for Bazzite distro. Bazzite is the operating system for the next generation of gaming, maybe. So let's just click on this, the operating system for the next generation of gamers. Bazzite makes gaming and everyday use smoother and simpler across desktop PCs, handhelds, tablets, and home theater PCs. I hope this will actually work on this computer. Let's click on download Bazzite, and what hardware are you using? Let's click on this, and we have here PCs. I will go with desktop. Who is the vendor of your primary GPU? Oh, I forgot to tell you, but I will be installing this on this computer from GMK Tech. It's Evo X2 and it's full AMD computer, so it has AMD processor as well as the AMD GPU. You can see also that it has 128 gigabytes of RAM, which I think it should be enough for this gaming PC. So let's go back to the Bazzite's website and let's see here. Who is the vendor of your primary GPU? Let's go with AMD RX 4XX Plus AI. I think it's this one. And then what desktop environment do you prefer? Now I do know that KDE, it's like Windows, and GNOME is more like macOS. So I will go with KDE. Do you want Steam gaming mode? What is this? So if I click on this, what is Bazzite DAC? Bazzite for home theater PC setups and handheld PCs. So I don't think I'm going to checkmark this. So let's go back to this and let's put here, no, I want a traditional desktop experience. So now we have download Bazzite option. So let's just click on this and now you can see that it started to download the ISO. But how can I put this onto my USB? So as an image, Bazzite is able to be consumed, repackaged, and shared. What if I click here, view documentation, installing Bazzite, installation guide? What if I click on this? We even have a YouTube video here, system requirements. Let's see which components are actually supported, installer requirements. And then here we have one of the following programs to flash boot the ISO. So Fedora Media Writer is recommended. That's for Windows, macOS, and Linux, Rufus, and Ventoy. So I think let's go with Fedora Media Writer. Let's go with this one. And now on this GitHub page, we have this program, Fedora Media Writer for Windows. So let's just click on the exe here as well. And now it's done. Do I have to install this program or it will run straight away? So I guess I have to install it. So let's click on I agree, install, and now it started to extract files. Completed. So that's great. Let's click on next, run Fedora Media Writer. Let's click on finish. And I think that this will also work on NVIDIA GPUs as well. You can see modern GPUs option, and we have AMD, NVIDIA, and Intel. So I think this will also work on NVIDIA graphics cards. And one thing which I would like to find out, on which distro is this actually based? So let's search here for Bazzite distro. And if I click here, we have Bazzite.gg. Bazzite is a Fedora-based Linux distribution designed to be similar to Valve's SteamOS version 3.0. So I guess it's based on Fedora. So it makes sense actually that we had to download this thing, Fedora Media Writer. Now we got the ISO, as you can see here, 7 gigabytes for this ISO file. Let's go here to Fedora Media Writer. And I think I will go here with select.iso file. Next, let's click on select here, downloads, and this is the ISO. So Bazzite Stable Live AMD64.iso. Open USB drive. Let's go with this SanDisk one. And what if I click on write? Will it do its thing? Erase confirmation. The entire device will be erased and the selected image will be written to it. Do you want to continue? Let's just click on right here. And now it started. Let's just wait here for a few seconds. Oh, now it's finished. Bazzite stable live successfully written. Let's click on finish here. What if I close here the program? And now I will reboot the computer into the BIOS and select the SanDisk USB. So now let's just click on delete on the keyboard a bunch of times. We are in the BIOS. Let's go here to the save and exit, and let's click here on this UEFI SanDisk 3.2. And now it's booting launch Bazzite installer. So let's see how this will actually look. Bazzite, it even has this really cool logo at the bottom. So this booted super fast. Welcome to the live ISO for Bazzite. The live ISO is designed for installation and troubleshooting. It does not have drivers and it's not capable of playing games. So I guess I have to install it. Install Bazzite. Let's click on this. And then here on top, you can see build number is 44. We have CPU AMD Ryzen AI Max 395 with this GPU. So Radeon 8060S, and RAM is here, UEFI, and I think everything looks okay. So now let's click on install to hard drive. Welcome, let's install Bazzite now. I will select here English United States. Next, date and time. I think it's okay. Automatically set time zone. Currently it's set to America. Let's just change this to Europe. I don't think it has Slovenia here. Europe, and then let's put here, do we have an option for Ljubljana? Yeah, it's right here. So Ljubljana, let's click on next. How would you like to install share disk with other operating systems? Use entire disk mount point assignment. Let's use entire disk. Next. Encryption, I will leave this unchecked. Next. Full name, I will type in here tech enthusiast. And I guess I also have to enter here fast phrase. I will type in here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like this. Let's click on next. So review and install. It will pretty much delete everything off of my computer. I understand that all existing data will be erased. So let's just click on this yellow button. And now it started to install Bazzite. And I hope that Bazzite will work perfectly fine on this full AMD system from GMK Tech. If you want to check it out, I will leave a link for it in the video description down below, by the way. Oh, now it's finally done. Successfully installed. To begin using Bazzite, reboot your system. Let's go to here, shut down, restart. Let's restart the computer, restart now. And now it has this really cool display animation when booting up. And speaking of the displays, this video is sponsored by UPerfect. They sent over the GR16HQ. It's a 16-inch portable OLED monitor. First one I've ever used, and I figured it'd be kind of a gimmick. Turns out it is not. First thing you notice is how thin it is, like a 1/4 inch, weighs less than most tablets, and it's aluminum, so it doesn't feel flimsy at all. It just disappears in a bag. Half time I forget it's there. But the actual reason to get this one over something cheaper is the screen. It's OLED, so every pixel lights itself up, which means when something's supposed to be black, that pixel just turns off. You get real blacks, not that washed out gray you get on normal screens. Put a dark scene on this thing and you can't tell where the screen ends and the bezel starts. It's kind of wild the first time you see it. It's 3K too, so on a 16-inch screen everything's super sharp and the colors are that accurate. If you edit photos or video, that's a big deal. If you don't, it just looks really good. And it's 120 Hz, which I did not expect on a portable monitor. Most of them cap out at 60. So this isn't just a work screen. Hook up a console or a Steam Deck and it totally holds up. Even scrolling feels smoother. Setup is stupid easy. One USB-C cable does power and video, so there's nothing extra to carry. There's mini HDMI on there too, so laptop, phone, Switch, PS5, whatever. No drivers, no software, plug it in and it's on. Oh, and it's 16 by 10 instead of 16 by 9, so you get some extra height. Sounds like nothing, but you scroll way less when you're reading or writing code. Took me a few days to notice, and now a normal screen feels cramped. There's VESA mounting on the back if you want it on an arm, and speakers built in that are fine for watching something real quick. Bottom line, if you work off a laptop and you've ever wanted a second screen with you, this just handles it. I don't really want to go back to one screen now. Link is in the description, go check it out. Oh, now we're in, and that was super fast. Welcome to Plasma Desktop. Let's click on begin setup. American English for the language. Next. Keyboard layout. I think this is the correct one. Next, before we get started, dark theme. Yeah, let's enable this. Dark theme, I think, looks way better. What should this device be called? I think Bazzite is okay. Next. Select your time zone, Europe, time zone, Ljubljana. Yeah, this one is correct. Your device is now ready. Enjoy Bazzite. Okay, so we have this really cute two dragons on the end screen completed. Let's click on finish and this is it. So I think that the password is 123456. And now it's loading here into the Bazzite. Everything looks pretty cool here. Now the first thing which I would like to do is to install OBS on the computer. And then here in the bottom right corner, you can see that I will have to connect to my Wi-Fi. So let me just do this in a few seconds. I think it's this store, add, remove or update Flatpak software on this computer. So let's just go to this. So if I go here to search, let's search for OBS and it's right here. So let's just install it here on the Bazzite. Okay, now let me see if I have to install some of the updates. So let's go here to the system update. Let's see here, pulling manifest. So now it's fetching something. What if I go here to the terminal and now here, if I fast fetch, you can see here Bazzite, it's running on a stable release. We're running here on this AMD Ryzen AI 395 with the AMD Radeon 8060S graphics. And I hope this will actually work super well here. So meanwhile, this is fetching its thing. Let's try to install Trackmania here on this computer. Now you can see that we already have Steam installed here. So Steam is opening for the first time. Please wait, downloading the Steam client may take a few minutes. Let's click on OK here. Okay, so now it's loading user data for Steam. Now one thing which I would like to also test here, if I'm actually able to connect this PS5 controller to the Bazzite. So let's put here Bluetooth on. You can see that Bluetooth is actually enabled. What if I click on pair device? So we have here two of the devices. Now let me just put the controller to the pairing mode. Okay, so it's right here, DualSense wireless controller. Let's click on this. Next. Connecting to DualSense. Controller detected. DualSense wireless control. Oh, so it's working already. You can see that it's actually connected straight away. And even Steam actually recognized it. So one thing which I would like to do right now is to actually install Trackmania on this computer. So I think it's this one. So what if I click on play now? And now it's starting to download. And it's going to use this Proton experimental layer, which will allow us to actually play Windows games here on Linux. Oh, so Trackmania, it's already available to play. So what if I click on play here? Will it work straight out of the box? And I hope I will be able to use this controller, which connected just fine. Oh, it's logging in, initializing. Oh, we even have the overlay here, Shift plus F2. Okay, and pretty much every single setting here is set to very high or high, as you can see. Only this one is set to medium. So let's click on apply. The controller actually is working super fine here, straight out of the box. An error occurred while launching this game. Game already running, but it's not. And let's click on play one more time. Maybe this will work. And we can play it. And it's running quite well here. You can see 122 frames per second. Yeah, it does work super well here. Where do I have to go? And it's done. So I guess this game actually works surprisingly well here on the Bazzite. Now, one thing which I would also like to test here is to try out the Horizon Forbidden West as well. Now I have also Horizon Forbidden West installed. Let's click on play here. I hope it will actually work. So we already got here this layout. We have FPS 75. What if I go here to the settings? We can go here to the display. Let's go to the exclusive full screen here. Then 75 hertz refresh rate, dynamic resolution scaling. Let's put it to the off. Let's also put this to off. And then for the graphics, let's put it to the high and this thing to 16. So already we got here the cutscene and it's working beautifully. Okay, so right now we are in the game and I think that it plays super well. We're at 70 currently, 79 FPS per second, and it works super smoothly here on the Bazzite, just like on Windows. The GPU and everything works surprisingly well. And we're only using CPU at 44-45% right now. GPU is at 99 and the RAM consumption is only 15 gigs. So that's pretty cool. And overall, the performance, I think it's actually quite great. This is pretty much Bazzite, and I think it works surprisingly well here on this full AMD system from GMK Tech. Both of the games worked surprisingly well here on this computer, comparable performance to Windows 11 without the actual bloat. And one thing which I quite also like about the Bazzite, that is basically Fedora based, and that it has also this Bazaar thing where you can just go here to this store and download any of the software you pretty much like. For example, OBS and the other things like DaVinci Resolve and stuff like that. And it even has here DaVinci Resolve, so you can pretty much download it from straight from this Bazzite portal, which is also built in. Now, would I recommend here using Bazzite for gaming instead of Windows? Now, here's the thing. If you don't like Windows 11, I think you should definitely give it a go, especially Bazzite or maybe even Kashi OS. But Bazzite, I think it's super good to use here. Now, the only drawback is that if you specifically need something to work on Windows, like for example, if you are playing Valorant, I don't think it will work here on any Linux distro. And of course, if you need stability, I think for work, I still would prefer Windows over Linux. If you want to try it out yourself, I will also put a link for it in the video description down below. And if you haven't already, make sure that you drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel as well. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.